So now there's another one, crypto exchange CoinFlex. CoinFlex has paused withdrawals, so now they won't let you get your money off of there. Mark Lamb, the CEO of CoinFlex, said that withdrawals will probably not restart as they had originally hoped. To fix the $47 million hole, much better than the $2 billion on Celsius, $47 million hole on CoinFlex's balance sheet, the company is issuing a token called Recovery Value USD and enticing investors with a 20% interest rate. Now that sounds just like the problem that caused all of this in the first place. So it started with Terra Luna. And Terra Luna was a stablecoin that offered you a 20% rate. And what is CoinFlex proposing? They're proposing to create something called Recovery Value USD, and entice, which is a stable coin that they're going to create out of thin air, and they're going to pay you a 20% interest rate on that. One, I'm not sure, well, a couple things. One, I'm not sure how the heck they're allowed to do that. You would think the SEC would step in and go, wait a minute, this is insane. You can't do the exact same thing that caused the whole problem in the first place. That's one. Two, I can't believe that they would even try. I mean, who the heck is this Mark Lamb CEO? What does he think he's doing? Wouldn't you think he would have learned and he wouldn't even try? And third, I can't believe people would fall for it. And you know, I said in the previous segment, I don't get any joy. As a matter of fact, I feel really bad for people that are getting wiped out here. I have no joy in seeing people get taken down. But part of me, I tweeted out last night. Well, I'll pull up the tweet. I said, part of me feels that they're getting what they deserve. And I know that's the wrong thing. Not getting what they deserve. Maybe getting what they deserve. I tweeted out last night. I said, the age of personal responsibility is snapping back hard. The age of personal responsibility. Now, to have freedom, we have to have responsibility. But the problem is today is nobody wants to take responsibility for themselves. And so I feel really bad for people caught up in these situations. But they need to be responsible for themselves. If you're going to put money into something, you should sure as heck learn what that is. You should sure as heck be paying attention to what's going on. And if you don't understand what it is, then you shouldn't put money in there. If you do put money in there and you're not paying attention, that's on you. And I know that may sound a little harsh, but to the point of this tweet, the age of personal responsibility is snapping back hard. And this is happening in the financial system. And so we're seeing people getting wiped out. They didn't take personal responsibility. They see the warning signs that are out there. And so if this guy, the CEO, Mark Lamb, wants to create a new stablecoin and pay people 20% interest, the same thing that caused the other crash, and people are willing to go along with it, then maybe they deserve to deal with whatever happens from that. I hope they don't lose, but sure as heck going to take a lot of risk that I wouldn't want to deal with. Now, they're saying that CoinFlex is saying that a big hole is caused by Roger Ver, who was previously known, maybe he still is, as Bitcoin Jesus. He was very early in the Bitcoin space. He was Bitcoin Jesus because he tried to evangelize everybody about Bitcoin. At one point, I believe he had over 400,000 Bitcoin. Over 400,000 Bitcoin, which would make him, at one point, one of the richest people alive. I think, so let's see, 400,000 times, even at $20,000 that it's at right around now. My calculator doesn't even go that high. I can't even tell you how much that is. It's a lot. He had a lot. But now, he bet on Bitcoin Cash. He tried to crash Bitcoin and go to Bitcoin Cash. He lost money. And now supposedly there's a $47 million debt that he owes. He says he doesn't. They say he does. Airing dirty laundry. I'm not going to dig into that. I don't really care. But the point is that it says here that CoinFlex has this hole, and it says to fix this $47 million hole in CoinFlex's balance sheet, which is supposedly caused because of Roger Ver not paying his bill. And again, I'm not digging into that, but it doesn't matter. There's a hole, $47 million. And in order to fix that, the company is going to issue this token, the Recovery Value USD, a stablecoin, and it's going to entice investors to give them money with a 20% interest rate for holding the virtual currency. The CEO, Mark Lamb, says that the ability to pay that interest would come from recouping the funds from Roger Ver, plus a financing charge that has been imposed on him. Lamb says, quote, "We don't know what's going to happen after if he doesn't repay or if he does repay. Our focus right now is on getting these funds raised," end quote. So supposedly, Roger Ver owes money, $47 million. Supposedly, I don't know the details. I don't know if he does or doesn't, but supposedly he does. That's a hole. So they're going to sell you a stable coin to try to raise money to fill that hole in a company that's basically insolvent, bankrupt. They're going to try to raise $47 million from people by paying them 20% interest, and they're going to supposedly be able to pay them that 20% interest by charging a financing charge to Roger Ver, who already won't pay the money in the first place. So, pro tip here, never loan money to somebody that you don't know and don't know if they can pay you back. So I don't know Roger Ver. I don't know the situation here. And he's obviously not paying. And so why would he pay later? Why would I loan money to them in hopes of maybe making 20%? I would have to be a complete idiot to do that. And it's almost criminal. I don't know, man. I hate throwing that around, but the CEO says, quote, "We don't know what's going to happen after if he doesn't repay or if he does repay. We don't know if he's going to repay." How can he, in any good consciousness and even legally, how can he go to get $47 million from people like you and I in the hopes of maybe getting money back from somebody that he may or may not be owed from? And he says in his own words, we don't know if he's going to repay. How can he do that in good consciousness? How can he do that legally? I mean, it's just insane. And so that's why I say if anybody gives them money for this, I don't want anyone to lose money, which is why I'm trying to warn you. But I have to just feel like it's on them, man. Back to my tweet from last night when I was reading this stuff and I was looking at this, the age of personal responsibility is snapping back hard.